Okay, Ashley, we're here with you after your amazing transformation, and I just want to ask you a couple questions of how this whole process began and how it made you feel. Okay, um, what made you go through with the process originally? Why did you go and get your braces?
Um, well, pretty much my whole life I had never had braces, and I had a lot of issues with my teeth, and it really affected my self-esteem. And I remember sitting in the car, it was probably right around the holidays, and I heard the commercial on, I believe it was 98.3, and I was sitting there, I'm like, straight teeth in 6 months, I'm like, that's impossible. And I remembered, and I sat there, and I waited another 15, 20 minutes, I had heard the commercial come on again, and I looked up the website, and I'm like, all right, this looks a little bit more legitimate now, but I'm going to have to really see it for myself. And I called up the office and I made a consultation, and I went in, and I was completely blown away by everything. From the start, just the way that they handled everything when I came in. They were so friendly. They remembered my name. They remembered all my information, everything that I needed to know. They answered. They showed me pictures of people, and it really kind of like sealed the deal for me.
Okay, and what were you specifically unhappy with your teeth? What was the biggest downfall that you saw when you looked in the mirror every day?
I mean, it might sound a little bit cocky, but I felt like the way that I am and the person I am inside was not shining through when I'm smiling. And that was my biggest issue, because I wanted people to see me, and I wanted to go up and introduce myself to people and not feel like I'm being judged because of my smile, instead of taking the time out to see my personality and see what I have to offer and put on the table. So that was probably my biggest issue with smiling, and that's why I wanted to change it.
Okay. And what about the process? How was the whole experience for you? Was it comfortable? Were you uncomfortable? Were you embarrassed about your braces at all?
I actually think I'm probably one of the few people that smiled continuously when I had braces. I can't believe that people actually complained when they had them on. Um, at first, it was a little bit uncomfortable just because you're just trying to get yourself used to wearing them. But the entire process, other than that, was phenomenal. Like, I would probably, if I had to, God forbid, I hope not, but if I had to do it all over again, I would do it all over again. It was totally worth it.
And what about the treatment here? How was it all? Was it a simple process for you?
Yes. I mean, you come in, like I said, they're extremely friendly. The doctors remember your name, and that was one of my issues. I don't like going into offices where people kind of just treat you as a patient, in and out sort of thing, and I felt completely welcomed from the get-go. Everything, any little thing that I needed, they give you the number to call them, just in case something is wrong, and I just really appreciated that, because you don't expect that when you come into an office.
Yeah, a lot of people have the fear of the dentist. But
Yes, I did have that fear. I'm not going to lie. The drills kind of scare me a little bit, but...
Okay, good. And how about now? How are you feeling about your smile? Not only, the smile alone, but as a person. Do you feel your life has changed or will change because of this treatment?
I definitely feel like I can walk in a room and I could probably be covered in mud and I still feel absolutely beautiful. It's completely uplifting. It's kind of like a weight is lifted off your shoulders. I remember when he showed me the mirror, when he flipped over the mirror, and I'm like, really? You want to show me them now? And I still do double takes in the mirror. I still look, and it's kind of like, really, this is me? And it's an amazing feeling.
And how did you before the treatment? Your smile before this? Could you say that you'd walk into a room covered in mud and still feel confident?
No. You'd be like, please get this girl out of here. So I don't know. It's kind of like, it makes me speechless to say how I feel. It's just something I never anticipated ever happening. And when I say that they do miracles here, I definitely believe it.
And has anyone seen your teeth? Have you run into anybody that you knew before your treatment?
I've run into a lot of people that I went to school with before I even had my braces on, and I tend to work with a lot of people who are newer. We train a lot of newer employees at my job, and I ran into somebody about a week or two ago who had never seen my braces on from high school, and they didn't even recognize me at first. They weren't even sure, and then they kind of did a double take, just like I do all the time now, and they were really shocked, because I guess they had thought that I had had traditional orthodontic braces on. And then when I actually had my picture on me, I showed them, and they're like, oh my God, they're like 7 months. They're like, I need to start sending people here. So it's a good feeling to see people who I felt maybe didn't give me the chance or the time of day in the beginning, because, I don't know, people tend to look down on certain things like that, but it's a great feeling to kind of walk back and be like, look at me.
Yeah, absolutely. And is it what you expected? Everything, or maybe the treatment, the outcome, everything? Is it more than you expected?
It's beyond expectations.
Really?
I can't even begin to explain, because that first day I was really skeptical, not with what they could do, but what they could do with me, just because I was afraid of the dentist. I had went to a regular dentist and they had told me, 2-3 years minimum for regular braces. So when they said 6 months, I'm like, it might take a little bit longer, but let's see. And then when they went through everything, they sat down, the first consultation, they give you the x-rays, they do everything for you. It was phenomenal.
And one final question, and I think this could probably be the most important. Are you happy?
Oh my god. I am beyond happy. Amazing, astonishing. I don't even know a word. I was thinking of a word to describe it on the way here, but I can't think of anything. It's life-changing.
Well, you look absolutely beautiful, and thank you very much for your testimony. We appreciate it.